This is News Eye on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olanireti, Ololade. The major headlines. Alleged coup. Suspects plead not guilty. Remanded in DSS custody. Insecurity. Senate seeks campaign suspension in 8 northern states. Soldiers repel attack in Yobe. 24 insurgents. Group 6 justice as Interpol arrests Lagos Prince murder suspects. Edu Dangiwa resigned, not sacked. Presidency clarifies. Entertainment. Blood isn't thicker than my peace of mind. Peter Pisquel. Blessing CEO apologizes for health controversy. Offers refunds to donors. News in detail. Alleged coup. Suspects plead not guilty. Remanded in DSS custody. 6 defendants on Wednesday pleaded not guilty to a 13-count charge bordering on alleged terrorism and coup plotting before the Federal High Court in Abuja. The defendants were arraigned on suit number FHC/ABJ/CR/206/2026, with the prosecution led by the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, alongside the Director of Public Prosecutions, Rotimi Oyedepo. It was reported that the defendants, including Major General Muhammad Ibrahim Ghana, Captain Erasmus Ochegobia Victor, Inspector Ahmed Ibrahim, Zekeri Umoru, Bukar Kashim Goni, and Abdul Qadir Sani are facing charges of conspiracy to commit acts of terrorism and attempting to levy war against the Nigerian state. The former Minister of State for Petroleum, Timi Silva, is also listed in the charge as being at large. Insecurity. Senate seeks campaign suspension in 8 northern states. The Senate on Wednesday urged the federal government to consider far-reaching emergency measures, including the possible suspension of political activities in 8 frontline states as insecurity continues to escalate across parts of the country. The coalition discussed growing concern within the National Assembly over renewed insurgent offenses. Following a point of order raised by the lawmaker representing Bauchi Central, Abdul Ninji, during plenary, he said, "Mr. President, we cannot continue to think that because we are in Abuja, therefore this thing does not affect us. One of the things that we must do, and I want us to take this issue very seriously, is either to suspend all political activities across this country or look at the frontline states of Borno, Plateau, Bauchi, Benue, Niger, Sokoto, Kebbi, and some other parts of Kano. We need to suspend activities in these states until we are sufficiently certain that the insecurity challenges are over. This is because we are not dealing with these insecurities issues at all, and I am not blaming anybody. We cannot come here every time to lament." Soldiers repel attack in Yobe, kill 24 insurgents. Troops of Operation Aden Kai have repelled the midnight attack by insurgents on a military location in Kukareta, Yobe State, killing 24 of the attackers. The attack, which occurred in the early hours of Thursday, lasted about 3 hours before the troops overpowered the insurgents. Confirming the incident, the media information officer of the Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Aden Kai, Lieutenant Colonel Sani Uba, said the assault began shortly after midnight and ended around 3 a.m. He said the attack was met with a swift and coordinated response by vigilante troops, who executed a deliberate offensive defensive action, effectively containing the assault and forcing the terrorists into a disorderly withdrawal. Uba added that troops inflicted heavy casualties on insurgents during the engagement. Troops inflicted heavy casualties on the attackers, with 24 terrorists neutralized so far, the statement added. seeks justice as Interpol arrests Lagos Prince murder suspect. A civil society group, Ajuran Elite Troop, has called for justice in the killings of Prince Ademola Akinloye and Sheriff Ishola Salami as the International Criminal Police Organization arrests the fleeing Lagos businessman Ahmed Tajuddin Akombe. It was reported on August 26, 2024 that gunmen shot and butchered Akinloye along Chevron Drive near Ebiano Supermarket in the Agunji area of the state. Salami was also killed on April 18, 2023 in the Moba community, Aja. The killing led to the arrest of 9 suspects following intelligence gathering and investigations that linked them to the crime. Akombe was also declared wanted on February 19 over his alleged involvement in the killing. He was, however, apprehended in Cotonou, Benin Republic, on April 15 after months of tracking and was handed over to the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 2 Command, Onikom, Ololade Jimo, on Monday. Addressing journalists at the zonal headquarters, Jimo said the arrest followed the directive by the Inspector General of Police to reopen and conclude investigations into the cases. Adelabu proposes coordinating Energy Minister's office on exit. The outgoing Minister of Power, Mr. Adebayo Adelabu, has proposed the creation of a coordinating minister for Energy's office to drive integrated reforms across Nigeria's power, gas, and related sectors as he formally tendered his resignation. The development was disclosed in a press statement signed by the Special Advisor to Adelabu on Strategic Communications and Media Relations, Balaji Tunji, on Wednesday. In a resignation letter dated 22 April 2026 and addressed to President Bola Tinubu, Adelabu stated that his resignation will take effect on 30th April 2026 to enable him to focus on his governorship ambition in Oyo State. He, however, emphasized that sustaining and consolidating the gains recorded in the power sector requires stronger coordination at a higher level, including the appointment of a central authority to harmonize policy direction and execution. Confirming the development, Tunji said the minister expressed deep appreciation to the president for the opportunity to serve, describing his tenure as a privilege to contribute to national development. Edun, Dangiwa resigned, not sacked. Presidency clarifies. Former Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, and ex-Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Musa Dangiwa, voluntarily resigned from the Federal Executive Council and were not sacked, the presidency said yesterday. In a statement, the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Mr. Bayo Ononuga, said Edun tendered his resignation on health grounds ahead of the announcement of his replacement by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Edun, who turned 70 on Monday, has reportedly battled recent ill health, submitted his resignation letter on his birthday, expressing gratitude to the President for the opportunity to serve. It was explained that the former minister also paid a valedictory visit to the President at the Aso Villa on Tuesday, where he held an hour-long meeting before departing to focus on his private business interests. Similarly, Dangiwa was said to have resigned his appointment and thanked the President for the opportunity to serve in the cabinet. Entertainment. Blood isn't thicker than my peace of mind. Peter P-Square. Nigerian music star and former P-Square member Peter Okoye, popularly known as Mr. P, has dismissed suggestions that a woman influenced the renewed rift between the Okoye family, insisting the dispute is rooted in long-standing internal disagreements over loyalty, trust, and management of their music empire. In a series of posts shared on Wednesday via his ex-handle, Mr. P rejected what he described as a growing public narrative linking women to the family's breakdown, stating, "Before you drag any woman into this, no woman directed or advised anyone to steal from what I worked for over the years. Stop pushing that narrative to suit your agenda." He maintained that the issues predated marriages within the family, adding, "None of us were even married 20-something years ago when this whole betrayal and stealing started. I said what I said." The singer, who has repeatedly spoken about distancing himself from family members over alleged betrayal, said he has chosen to prioritize his well-being despite public criticism. "Yes, it's painful, and yes, it's my loss, but no one should keep reminding me that I was betrayed and used by my own blood for over 20 years plus," he wrote. He added that setting boundaries became necessary for his mental health, saying, "Even if my parents were alive and supported this kind of betrayal, I'll still choose to step back, Cut them off and protect my peace. Boundaries are necessary. Blood isn't thicker than my peace of mind. Blessing CEO apologizes for health controversy, offers refunds to donors. Controversial media personality Blessing CEO has issued a public apology regarding the drama surrounding her health issues. In an Instagram statement, the influencer, whose real name is Blessing Nkiruka Okoro, expressed remorse to her loved ones, fans, well-wishers, and Nigerians at large for the unnecessary embarrassment and controversy. Blessing CEO acknowledged the backlash and promised greater transparency moving forward. She assured followers that she would carry them along on her health journey, just as she did during her previous liposuction and BBL procedures. She maintained that she did not lie about her condition and pledged to officially upload the scan results and biopsy details for public viewing. The self-proclaimed relationship expert also addressed those who contributed financially, offering refunds to anyone who requests one. She asked well-meaning supporters to send a WhatsApp message or direct message with their receipts and account details to process the reimbursement. The apology comes amid intense public scrutiny and allegations that she exaggerated or misrepresented her health conditions, including claims of stage 4 cancer, which she later described as a miscommunication. According to her, she had raised 13 million naira in donations during the episode. Blessing CEO ended her message by thanking supporters for their love and well wishes. Recap of the major headlines. Alleged coup. Suspect plead not guilty. Remanded in DSS custody. Insecurity. Senate seeks campaign suspension in 8 northern states. Soldiers repel attack in Yobe. Kill 24 insurgents. Group seek justice as Interpol arrests Lagos Prince murder suspects. Edun. Dangiwa resigned, not sacked. Presidency clarifies. Entertainment. Blood isn't thicker than my peace of mind. Peter P. Square. Blessing CEO apologizes for health controversy. Offers refunds to donors. Follow us on all our social media handles. Facebook at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, TikTok at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call our WhatsApp 091 2222 7433. Special thanks to the news producer Olanireti. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanireti Ololade. Have a wonderful day. God bless Ifako.